Hey guys, it is Tami Lewis here, and I am the founder of Joyful Mom. I'm a speaker, entrepreneur, and mother of 4 teenage boys. Yes, 4 teenage boys. That's probably the number one question I get asked is, 4 teenage boys? Yep, all in a row. 14, 15, 17, 17, and the top two are not twins. Haha, figured that one out. Okay, so today we are going to talk about toothpaste because if I were starting all over with natural health, if I were to be a very, very beginner and just go, okay, what would I bring into my home? The number one thing that I would bring into my home after I got my essential oil kit, right? Well, actually, now that I think about that, the number one thing I would probably bring into my home would be my household cleaner. I would have switched to these household cleaners. But this would be another one this is the number one thing I would bring as a personal product. What would I switch out? My shampoo, my soap, my deodorant, what would I switch? Here it is. You ready? My number one thing that I would switch out was my toothpaste. That is really important to me now. Now, when I first started, I didn't know how important the toothpaste was. As I've gone through and switched out products, I've realized that toothpaste is one of the products I go through the most and I use the most. So I was, let me tell you, my background was I was a Crest girl. I grew up on Crest. I used Crest religiously. I would never use Colgate. Just saying. I would never be a Colgate girl. Why? Because I grew up on Crest. That's really the only reason. It was what we always used. And so I fought it when I got into Young Living. I definitely was like, I don't want to give up my Crest. Like, that was hard. That was as hard as giving up my candles for my diffuser. Like, those are personal to me, right? This was something I used all the time. As I started studying, I started realizing, holy cow, the stuff that is in Crest and in any toothpaste, so I'm not just picking on them, okay? This has nothing to do with the brand. Any over-the-counter toothpaste has all sorts of toxins in it and things that you wouldn't want in your body. If you want to know more, literally, I won't go into it. This book here, my Essential Oils Desk Reference, I use that a lot for figuring out what product I want to switch to and why I don't want to keep using some of the old products. What I found out was, toothpaste, you do end up swallowing a lot of that. And so you're putting these toxins, if you look at the back of the bottle, you can't read 95% of what's in there because it's all just sodium, lauryl sulfate, thalassolates, all that stuff. And if I can't pronounce it, I really don't want it in me. Your mouth is one of the dirtiest places on your body. I don't know if you knew that. Yep, your mouth is literally one of the dirtiest places. And even if you brush your teeth and if you scrub your tongue, it gets dirty again very, very quickly. And so that's something that we need to be obviously careful of because not only is it one of the dirtiest places, it's one of the places that is linked the most to disease and illness. And if we keep our mouth healthy, we literally affect our body. Cardiovascular disease has been linked to a filthy mouth. Heart disease, that was cardiovascular. Heart cancer has been linked to diseases in the mouth. What overcomes those? Well, essential oils obviously have been used because they're so antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial. You put essential oils into your mouth and it swishes around and it cleans out that toxic environment, that bacteria. So yes, essential oils are one of those things that you're going to be wanting to use, that you will be wanting to use to keep your mouth healthy because you want to keep your body healthy. It's a wholeness approach. We never take something with not never, but an isolated thing. This is for your entire body. Young Living toothpaste. What do you think are in there? They have the essential oils in there. So that's why it's one of those things that your body's health is literally connected to your mouth. And so that's why it's one of the things I would definitely highly recommend you transfer out. And at the end, I'll tell you which one, because there's so many different toothpaste, which one to buy. Okay, so the toothpaste through Young Living are definitely low abrasion. One of the problems with the toothpaste on the market is they're very high abrasion. They're just kind of scrubbing your teeth. And they're taking off some of the enamel, and that's why the fluoride's in there to put back the enamel, and it's just this give and take back and forth. Whereas if you use something that's not scrubbing it down and you're just enhancing your teeth, it works a lot better, right? You're not fighting that battle. All right, one of the things that I really do love about this, and I'm being real with this, is that every ingredient in there is edible. Again, we swallow so much of our toothpaste and without knowing it. I mean, you don't even mean to. It's not like I sit here and I drink it. It's just as I'm brushing my teeth, you do swallow a lot of it. Every ingredient is edible. If you look at if you look at the warning labels on the over-the-counter ones, they will say do not swallow. And if you swallow too much of it, you're supposed to like call poison control. It's not safe for you. And I know a lot of you have littles. You don't want to have to monitor if they're eating a tube of toothpaste, right? Now, again, I wouldn't recommend you go eating a tube of toothpaste, even this, because that's just not healthy. But it's safe to use and to ingest as you do brush your teeth. All right. So which one would I buy? There are, goodness, how many are there? There's Aroma Bright, there's Dentronome, there's Dentronome Plus, and then there's also now a whitening one. Which one? This is the Dentronome. You know which one I buy? I'm gonna be totally real with you. I buy whatever's in stock and whatever's cheapest. Yep, I switch toothpaste all the time. I have used Aroma Bright, I've used Dentronome, I've used the whitening. I did like the whitening. I really did. But I literally buy whichever one's in stock and whichever one is cheapest. Yep, that's real for you. I just figure they're all good, right? Young Living doesn't sell a toothpaste that isn't good. And I will tell you this, that I used to have very sensitive gums, like really sensitive gums. And every time I go to the dentist, they're like, you know, your gums are receded. Yes, I know my gums are receded. And they used to ask me if I had sensitivity. And I did. When I switched over to the Young Living stuff, my teeth are not sensitive anymore. I can eat ice cream, I can eat chocolate, and that sensitivity has been eliminated, like gone. It's fabulous. It's really great. Now, I don't know that that's what they tout. I'm just telling you it worked for me. So, and that's the one that I use, whatever's in stock, whatever's cheapest. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful for you. If you enjoy my videos, please like them, share them, and subscribe above, please. That way you get notification of when my next one comes out. I typically do about a video a week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. Anybody who's oily I would love to help them out as well. So my videos are pretty basic, pretty simple, but it's stuff that I wanted to know. I share what I wanted to know when I was going through it. So if you are watching this video and you have not gotten into the oily journey, the oily adventure, go ahead and click. There's a link probably above in the description. And it is a link to an email sequence that shares with you all about essential oils, how they work, why we use natural products, what oil to use for what. And it walks you through the process of getting started with essential oils. And it's just an email sequence. Nobody will be bothering you. It comes straight to your inbox and you just click play. All right. I will talk to you guys soon. Make sure you put this in your next ER order. I always keep like 3 or 4 bottles just to make sure I never run out. Okay. God bless, guys. Have a fabulous day.